Well, this is cool. I just want to say two things, and then I'll get out of here and we'll watch the movie, and we can talk after. One is, I just want to say a huge thanks to that sort of section of the house that has basically everybody I care about on the planet in it, which is nice, nice feeling for me. I want to really extend a huge debt of gratitude to Janet and the whole South by experience. This is a dream festival for us to be at. It's so much fun, and I really respect the work that you guys are doing, and really thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. And then I want to say a big happy birthday to my mom. It's her 55th birthday. Stick around. All right, thanks a lot.
Enjoy the show.
That was just a wonderful, beautiful story about family and friendship, and I want to bring out the man who made it, Brian Crano.
Let me bring out the cast, starting with Chandler Canterbury.
Jason Ritter plays Ben. The lovely Rebecca Hall, Nandi, Noel Connett. And you guys were talking to the producers of the movie, Jen Barons, Peter Friedlander, and Lucy Barton-Halley.
Brian, this is such a beautiful story of a friendship between two people who really loved each other and had a lot together, and I'm wondering what the inspiration was for that story.
You know, as somebody asked me outside, I think like the movie is obviously not autobiographical in any respect, but the kind of the quality of the relationships are, and actually also with a lot of people who are on the stage and who made the film. So I think it was very easy to address these kinds of relationships and friendships sincerely, without yeah. That's kind of what I want to say about that.
Well, does anybody have any questions out there? I'd like to throw it out to the audience. Right here.
Jake, being a writer and also being a lead actor now, how does that work?
Brian and I wrote it together on my couch. It was very easy. We just sat down with the laptop and sort of just hammered it out, and he told me but you know, when it came down to filming, you know, I mean, Brian obviously was the director and it was his film, and you know, just sort of you know, jumped into actor mode, and that's sort of where I'm most comfortable, because this is the first thing I've never written anything before, and so it was, you know.
It was really easy. I mean, like for me, because especially, you know, with these guys, knowing what they could do, talent-wise, seeing them audition, meeting Jason, and really working on all this stuff, it was so easy to sort of turn over your trust to them and just kind of let it happen, because these two guys, you know, everybody really is really close, but their relationship reads so clearly that if you just let them be friends, it makes sense. Oh, this is interesting. We had, as a team, we had planned for like an epic search. We started casting the movie months and months ahead, because we were like, we're gonna have to see every kid ever, you know, it's never gonna work. The whole movie's about this kid, it's all about his face. If we don't believe him, we don't care, you know. And we got a call one day from an agent at UTA who said, you gotta see this kid. He's in town for 2 days, you gotta see him right now. And we were like, okay. He walked in the room, nailed it, was nice. His family was nice, and we kind of looked at each other and were like, all of that planning, did that just evaporate? And, yeah, first audition, it was that easy. It's like a lot of stuff in this movie happened like that, where you'd be like, you know, we want Johnny Flynn to do the music. He wants to do the music! So, luck.
What inspired you? Jason inspired me. And I just listened and reacted, and that was it. Our relationship?
No, like other movies that you've seen, or that you're like, oh
Well, no, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, just keeping it buddy, because we wanted a buddy comedy, so we just stayed buddies and stayed funny.
Yeah, I mean, I basically, for me, just everything aside, almost every single person in the entire movie, except for this guy, just annoys Ben. He just wishes it was the two of them and a lot of money. So yeah, that was, I guess, that was inspired. And then how could you not like this kid? How good is he, by the way? Yeah, it was filmed in Burbank and variously in a van around other places.
The shots, is there a favorite that you guys have? Or I saw the Walt Disney concert.
Yeah, my favorite shot of LA is the one where we roll by the lampposts that are at LACMA. Just because I think that's really pretty. I broke my toe that very day. Yeah, you saw me move it. Yeah, I dropped that sign on the corner of it, right on my little toe. And then we were driving around. Filming. Yeah. In between shots, I take my shoe off, and my toe is getting blacker and blacker. It's scary, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, what?
Oh, there's one.
How did you manage to take such a serious subject like taking in a child and adding elements of just lightheartedness? Because there were times where I wanted to cry and then there would be a joke and so I'd just start laughing.
Yeah, it's the maternal suicide comedy that everybody's been longing for. Makes total sense. No, for me, it's like, I think when we were writing it, we wanted the film to feel really surprising. Like, I think that for me, that surprise is like the element that I respond to most as a viewer. And so to be able to constantly, like, fake out the audience or try and do that, or try and pull the rug out, or make something serious funny, or something funny serious, like that was the sort of aim of the movie, in a sort of practical way.
I'd like to know if there was any influence from 25th Hour.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. I like that movie. I like how that movie ends.
It was good.
How'd you get roped in, Rebecca?
How did I get roped in? Well, I have known Brian for ages, actually. He's a good friend, and he's one of my friends that I feel is always probably one of the most talented of my friends and capable, and I've always read what he's written, and I've always wanted to be involved in it. And then he said, well, I've written you this part that, him and Jake said this, that involves you looking like an idiot with a waffle on your head and wiggling a lot. So I said, great.
It's easy. It's one of my career aspirations to make Rebecca look silly in a number of films.
He's not lying.
No.
He's got lots of plans.
You should see her run. It's hilarious.
Don't talk about me running.
And then Jason we met. Jason was like the last guy we met. We auditioned for that part, and I had some weird feel. Like I was like, Jason Ritter. I don't want to meet Jason Ritter. And then he came, which was totally like it didn't come from anything. It was just like a made-up thing. And then his agent sent me a video to watch, and I was like, "Where's Jason in this movie? I can't." And I realized I'd been watching him for like half an hour, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's good." And then he came in and met, and he's a great guy, and I'd love to be lucky enough to work with Jason forever. And he was perfect for the movie. Oh my God.
I don't know if this is rude. I was just going to ask how much it cost to make and where you found funding, how that whole process went.
We can take that.
So we made it for less than $10 million. And we were lucky enough to have an angel investor who just believed in this group and in Brian's talent.
Oh, okay.
this movie has a really beautiful, dreamy quality to it, and how you shot it. And I'd love to hear you talk a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, I just, for me, like I wanted it to not look like an overlit kind of comedy. You know, the films that I like are kind of like visually respond to like Todd Haynes movies and stuff like that that are a little bit dreamy and a little bit sort of, you know, allegorical, maybe European. So when we got to color the movie, we pushed, you know, a lot of color into it and changed and sort of played with how that worked. And but yeah, I mean that's sort of the. I just kind of want to be Todd Haynes a little bit. Yeah.
Do you always have an idea for how the movie was going to end? Or because at that sequence when he had that fantasy about what's going to happen, and then cut back to his face, I was like, is it just going to end there? Or other?
That's a good ending. I thought about that. Well, the ending as written, there was always this sort of montage big unit that happened at the end. We rewrote the ending of the movie while we were shooting. We had this idea to do this last scene, and we had luckily enough time to get it and shoot it. And so it was again one of those sort of happy accidents where we're like, you know, it's not quite. We don't want to end it on this sort of big note. We want to kind of do a couple more reverses and make it work out. And I should point out the genius editor Brian Cates is sitting over there and taking my hat off, my digital hat off.
One more time for Ben Harris.
Thank you very much.